Good morning, everyone. It's Stephen Whiteside here from theuptrend.com with your morning market outlook for Thursday, June 4th, 2026. In the pre-market this morning, we've got the Nasdaq down sharply. The Dow is up. IBM, Walmart are trading higher. Of course, the market doesn't really care about the Dow. It's the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq we need to keep an eye on. There's some big cap tech stocks getting hit hard in the pre-market. Now, in the Dow, actually, IBM and Walmart are leading the Dow higher, while Broadcom is leading the Nasdaq lower. It's currently down $65, which would take us down below the lower channel line today. So, a huge sell off for Broadcom in the pre market on Thursday morning. Now, we've got crude oil down, gold up. Apparently, every day they just swing back and forth, but here we are. We still have crude oil trading above $90. And we've got gold up in the pre-market this morning. That is not going to be enough to change the trend for gold. Now, we do have jobless claims coming out at 8:30. The economic numbers have certainly not had much impact on the stock market over the past few months, but we'll have to see if there's any surprises in the jobless claims. Looking at the VIX or the fear index, we're still on a sell signal here. That's supportive for higher stock prices. That could change today. It might not be enough to give us a buy signal in the ETFs, but we'll be watching. We'll be ready to buy the VIX ETF when it generates a buy signal. Then looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum, Bitcoin is moving lower again this morning. It's heading down towards 62,500. Ethereum is also heading lower. Now, the bar is still attached to the 1875 level, but it looks like we're going to break away from that today, heading towards $1,562.50. Now, if you're long the bear ETFs in Toronto, we hit our next price target of $25 yesterday. Congratulations. Make sure you have an order in there up at 26.48. That's probably a lucky number as our next target to the upside for being short Bitcoin. And then in New York, we did not hit our next price target yet, so still looking to hit the 26.56 level. Hopefully you've got an order in just below that. Looking at the major index ETFs, we certainly saw a pullback yesterday. In Toronto, we had a bunch of losers yesterday. The biggest one was Infotech. What worked, consumer staples and energy were the big winners of the day. Looking at the iShares for the TSX 60, we did not close below the previous day's low. Inside day for the Vanguard Canada ETF. Again, we did not close below the previous day's low. We do have energy stocks back on a buy signal as of Wednesday's close. Nothing going on in the gold sector just yet. Tech stocks came down yesterday, so we got over 75 up to the next price target and then have reversed. We may break down below $75 this morning. That would be a bearish sign for the tech sector. And then we had the communications stocks, the telecom stocks come down. And we needed to close below $18.03. We closed at $18.12, so not enough to give us a sell signal just yet. Looking at the U.S. market, the big winner was the energy sector. The big loser was Infotech, and that's probably going to be the big loser today as well. We do have some early warning signals up at the top of the panic zone charts, and of course, those are one-day events. We're looking to see if they get confirmed, and with what we're seeing in the pre-market this morning, they may get confirmed today. Of course, these signals stay in play until we close above yesterday's high, and then that would nullify the signals, similar to bearish and bullish and bearish reversal signals. So there's the Vanguard Total Market ETF still trading above the upper channel line coming into today's trading action. We've been watching a couple of price targets, including 750 on the NASDAQ. Why are we watching 750? It's a big round number, but also it's the next weekly target as well. So when you've got a weekly and a daily target that match up, it usually has more significance to the market. Yesterday, we got as high as $748.65. So we did not hit our 750 target just yet. Looking at the energy sector in the U.S., it is back on a buy signal as of Wednesday's close. So we have buy signals on both sides of the border coming into today's trading action. We traded up to the 59.38 level, got as high as 59.38 and stopped on the dime. Looking to see if we can take that out. You can see that we traded down to the flypaper channel once again, found support. And we'll look to see if we can take out that recent high from just a couple of weeks ago. Looking at financials, they are back on a sell signal as of Wednesday's close. Then we had also some European countries sell off yesterday. We've got Germany, for example, back on a sell signal as of Wednesday's close. Looking at the world of commodities, we had a pullback in copper yesterday. The copper itself traded up to the 40.63 level once again and has reversed. No sell signal yet. We've got the copper miners pulling back yesterday. Again, no sell signal here. We're just a one-day pullback. And we did hit the 93.75 level on Tuesday, and now we're backing away from that. Looking at gold, nothing going on there just yet. Yes, we're trading higher in the pre-market this morning. Gold miners in New York, Toronto, and the junior gold miners all not doing anything at the moment. Then looking at silver, silver's still on a sell signal. Silver miners back on a sell signal. The junior silver miner is still looking for a close below 29.43. We closed at 29.50 yesterday. Then looking at energy, we've got crude oil back on a buy signal. Gasoline still on a sell signal. Natural gas still on a buy signal. And then we talked about the energy sector stocks trading higher yesterday, back on a buy signal as of Wednesday's close. Looking at the TSX Most Actives, we'll look at the same stocks we looked at yesterday, and we've got a buy signal for Canadian Natural Resources. No change for BlackBerry, hitting a new high yesterday. We had a pullback in Hive, but certainly no change in trend. We've got Manulife trading in the channel, no change in trend there. Inside day, we saw TELUS pull back. We needed to close below 17.11, and we closed at 17.10. So 1 penny below the lower channel line. Then we've got Suncor back on a buy signal, needed a close above 91.06. We closed at 91.16. No change in trend for Keel. And then we've got a new low for Equinox Gold as of Wednesday's close. Then we've got Enbridge, and we needed a close above 78.21. We closed at 77.58. So yes, we traded through the upper channel line, but we did not close above it. TC Energy, similar situation, no change in trend there. Celestica inside day on Wednesday was the big winner over the past couple of days. And then looking at Shopify, well, we've been down the last 2 days in a row. We need to close on Thursday below $149.53 to give us a sell signal for Shopify. Let's finish off this morning's presentation looking at the New York Most Actives and starting off with NVIDIA. NVIDIA back on a sell signal as of Wednesday's close. NU made a new low yesterday. It reversed, still closed lower on the day, no change there. Very small pullback for Hewlett-Packard, just down $1 from Tuesday's close. Still well off Tuesday's high. Nokia making a new high on Wednesday. No joy for Virgin Galactic. It continues to move lower into the channel, and we're looking for a close below $3.78 on Thursday to give us a sell signal for Virgin Galactic. Then Intel moving up into the channel yesterday, looking for a close above $119.52 on Thursday to give us a buy signal. New high for Marvell. It's trading lower in the pre-market last time I looked. Ondas trading down into the channel, a close below $10.77 would give us a sell signal on Thursday. Plug Power, we needed a close below 368. We closed at 369, so just 2 cents away from generating a sell signal. Then SoFi trading down into the channel, looking for a close below $16.36. And then we've got a new sell signal for American Airlines on Wednesday. Then looking at Netflix, and Netflix was trying to hold the bottom of the open gap. If you look at the recent low from May, and then you follow that back, you can see we filled the open gap, and then we finally broke down. 81.25 was our next target. We got as low as 81.10. So if you had an order there to buy some shares back, congratulations. Our next target is $75. There's an open gap just above that from back in February of this year. So we'll be looking to see if that acts as support or if we just go straight down to $75. Okay, folks, that is all for this morning's presentation. So far, it looks like we're going to see some aggressive selling in the tech sector this morning. Have a great day. Next time you'll hear my voice is on Friday morning.
Thanks for tuning in until the very end of today's stock market timing educational video. If you found the content valuable, don't forget to express your support by hitting the like button, leave a comment, sharing with your friends, and subscribing to our channel for more insightful updates. Remember, in the world of stocks, timing is crucial, and following the trend can be your greatest ally. If you would like more information on how we can help you better time the stock market, please visit theyuptrend.com.